If you haven't seen one of these streams before, here's a quick overview of what is about to happen. Every month, channel members can suggest games with 200 or fewer reviews on Steam. These games go onto a list, and then we spin a wheel to choose a game to play for 30 minutes, then vote to continue or move on to a new game. At the same time, we play rounds of bingo, where the community has a chance to earn points which are used for a prize draw at the start of each new month. More details are in the description below if you're interested, otherwise kick back, relax, and enjoy whatever weird and/or niche games you're about to witness. Alright, so the first randomly chosen game we're playing today is Gug, which looks like it has actually had a full release now, but they wanted me to review the demo specifically. Gug. Type anything, generate a creature. Outwit, outlast, and outweird your enemies in a sandbox roguelike with deep simulation systems. Sounds like, yeah, it's similar to Scribblenauts, but I feel like just looking at like the visuals and everything, there's some kind of AI generation going on behind the scenes. Yes, they do have a dev website, but we don't appear to have a YouTube channel linked. Anything in the About section? Occupants of Mars. He looks like he's trying to be a hobbit. Model tamer and machine learning engineer. Okay, so there's two people in the team. One is the CEO and the other person does the AI. And I kind of like that it's all themed around like mushrooms and mycelium because of the rates that like that kind of stuff can evolve and change. And it's all kind of gross looking like AI. All right, so we get straight into the game. All right, I'll start the timer then. Regular Gug does nothing. Old Gug does nothing. So, oh, it is all gugging. Okay. Gug garden slot count 5. Well, that's not filling me with optimism, game. Why is that there? Your garden has grown. You can now have 5 Gugs in your garden. Great. Okay. You've given me no context for any of this. Not really sure I'm a fan of the way the screen sways, but okay. We do have some settings, so we'll pause the timer while we do the settings. Detailed descriptions, always have base Gug camera movement. Okay, at least you can turn that sway off. I'm gonna call that accessibility because that camera sway could honestly cause some motion sickness. We do have separate sound sliders though, which is nice. That's the music on 10%? Also, hang on, just listen to this music for a second because... What? Because they've worked Gug into it. I'm not loving how much AI has gone into actually making this game. That I have heard worse AI music, and we did recently with 1000 Princes, but it's still not great. Alright, let's see if maybe the gameplay can redeem this. Okay, we put you on there. So interesting, because the long loading times for this are definitely as it's generating art assets. Yeah, actually, oh, this, all of these little lily pad flowers are all the same AI asset that's been resized, and that does not look good. Well, that shouldn't even be over here because it's not on water, unlike all the others. What are we even doing here? Okay, we have a Gug. These both have health of 6, attack 3, moves 1. Okay. We put you here. Mother Morilla bestows upon you. So I can put in a prompt? I can. Interesting. Let's put in the word lightning and see what happens. Is this going to do something? On entry, lightning strikes a random enemy dealing 3 damage. Zapple shoot. And that's changed my Gug. Okay, interesting. That's kind of Scribblenauts vibes. And it's now called a Folger Flap. Alright, what random... Oh, I can only do it once. Ah, but I wanted to do multiple. Old Gug, 1111, okay. And Mother Morilla is over here now. Gugs in the player's pool shift to the left if there is space. The player can move Gugs and swap them. At the end of the encounter, move all the player's Gugs back to the pool so space is available. Gugs not in the pool at the end of the arrow are destroyed. Okay, so we get them back and we can reuse them. So realistically, this will just automatically win, right? Because on entry... There was no animation. I'm not 100% sure I understand how this works. Is this turn order or something down here? All right, he's moved forward. We're zapping that and... Okay, it's generating coins. These guys fight each other. That's a very weird icon for coins. And then eventually they move back? Nope, because we won the battle. Okay. But there's been no tutorial. Are these aliens? No idea. It's not explained. But I love Battle 1. Just scrolling across the bottom of the screen. That fills me with joy. So as far as I can tell, basically what happens is enemies that advance towards you, you fight when they're next to each other, and then you've got this mother thing on the side that you will hit every turn if you're not attacking an enemy, and you use that to generate money, because it basically means you've been more efficient at killing the enemies. Buy this Gug to add it to your team. What are you... Why? Glug suckers. Now that sounds like an actual insult. Okay, so that gives me an extra spare Gug, and we get a health potion, which is just hanging out over here on the side for some reason. Well, let's put you here, and we'll just get you hanging out there as well. Okay. Yeah, the attack animations are kind of terrible. Would love to have seen something actually custom built for it. So we've got an enemy that'll come in on the left. I'm assuming that's what it means. Yep, cool. So there's some interesting mechanics going on here. But like, why is this over here say demo battle underscore zone 1 underscore small 1? Like, I don't think it's meant to say that. And that's probably a result of trying to use AI to do too many things. So if I wanted, could I swap you out? I could. So I can put you back there. Yep, and I can put a fresh one in. Didn't actually get any health back, but I guess as he sits here, he'll get healed. I'm gonna watch and see what happens. Does he go up to 6 health? Yes, he does. Okay, so the more Gugs you have, that would mean that your 5th one, if it stays there, will get 2 extra attack every round. Got it. Gutlurch Gulch. Bio now says green, yellow, slime trees, leaves, nature's plants. Was that just a list of prompt words? What is happening here? Plasma during deploying gains 2 health, capped at a starting health, so just heals slightly. Steal control of 1 enemy creature and mark it as tamed. That sounds overpowered. Smooth roots. Do you think this text is getting small enough? Gains 100 health immediately upon entering the battlefield. The strongest thing here hits for a 6. This is going to be nigh invincible. Sure. Is that what's coming up? Can I... What am I doing? I can't interact with anything. I thought I was like picking one of these. No? I am so confused. I can't interact with anything. Maybe that's just showing what's coming up. Or giving me ideas. I don't know. It's also not just giving empty insults. These are fair criticisms that show the drawbacks of the method. Yeah, it's not like we're just picking up and going, AI bad, this is bad, this is bad. No, so here is why it's bad, and it's because of all the things that it could be and the ways that it doesn't actually combine together into a cohesive way. This flower over here, they've obviously just got like some kind of algorithm in the background that goes, we've got this flower image that we've generated. Anytime the player enters this area, place this flower in random spots in this like semicircle, so it's going to be on the water. But they forgot to code it so that it doesn't overlap with the pillar that is clearly meant to be in front of it because it's coming from the ground back here. And once you break that illusion from a visual perspective, you realize that everything is just PNGs stuck onto a screen. You're not looking at a crafted 3D believable space because you got this dumb overlap happening here that shouldn't happen, and all of a sudden your depth perception is ruined because that shouldn't be possible. So it just makes everything else look even worse. You know, AI makes everything better. No, here's why it doesn't. This is why nobody is going to want to play this. Or, I mean, obviously people did try to play it, but that's why it's been just panned. Good lord. I could complain about the lack of balance, making the game never challenging, just easy or impossible, lack of clarity in the UI, use of AI using a gallon or two of water for every unit you make, and a handful of other things. I was far more bothered by the lack of mechanical connection between the rules as written on an individual unit's card and the observable effect. Nearly all interesting effects do not do what they claim to do. I've seen a healing effect that says it will cap at max HP, but have no such concern. I've seen an area modification effect that moves the entire playable area off the map and makes the game unplayable for no reason that is within my capacity to fathom as a non-artificial intelligence. I have seen a buffing effect that claims to increase my own unit's attack, yet exclusively targets and thus strengthens enemies. I cannot play a game that lies to me about its rules, much less recommend it. Let's see what our next game for today is. That was Gug, the demo. Let's give it a spin and see if we are able to play something else. Okay, we are moving on to Decision Legacy Collection. This is one that they asked me to play it. They did not send me a key for it, so I'm going to have to purchase it. Like, oh boy, love that. All of the games in the classic Decision series bundled together, from the zombie-ravaged streets of the original Decision to the brutal medieval battlegrounds of Decision Medieval, this collection delivers the raw, blood-soaked combat, base building, and survival gameplay that hooked Flash game fans. So yes, this is from the Flash game era, brought back to life, resurrected by Fly Anvil and Armor Game Studios. What settings do we have? None. Okay, I was not expecting the cog icon to be the quit button, but that's fine. This is probably just like the game selection. There's going to be no actual settings in here because we're not in a game. This is just like a splash screen. What is interesting is that the hitboxes for these icons is way off. So, all right, we're going to go with a classic. We're going to go with Decision number 1. We get a little animation. Oh, look at this. Oh, wow, I just got hit with, like, a wave of nostalgia. Dev logo. Okay, we've got ourselves a title screen. We have play, we have credits. What's in the credits? We've got credits found. It is by more than one person. We have a website from here. Does it still work? No. All right, let's get into the game and see what we can find in here.
I made a decision.
Start the time.
More and more cities become
cutscene, dialogue box.
Into the darkness.
And we've got voice acting.
I only heard of soldiers who left the army who tried to clean the cities. One of them saved my life, so I joined them. There aren't too many of them left.
Mistake.
That's why they work alone. They gave me a gun, and I want to try. This is my decision.
Okay. I just walk wherever the cursor goes? Oh, follow the mouse recommended. The hero will follow the mouse cursor. You can play using only the mouse. Interesting. Increase or decrease the distance to the cursor. Moving clockwise, counterclockwise. Oh, that's weird. Why is that? No, I just want keyboard controls. That feels like it's going to be much better. Oh, you've had a bad day. I can win by doing absolutely nothing. And this is going to keep getting shelled. Who's shooting them? This guy. How you doing, buddy? I don't even need to shoot you guys. I'm not a threat. Although, my training is kill some zombies. Fine. If you insist. Area to open the screen of possible missions. Oh, and we have potential upgrades as well. We have a store. So that means, yes, we do have currency. We do have, I'm going to say, an inventory, which we've got down here. Oh, Gust has redeemed bingo. Gust managed to get UI is an eyesore. Typo, less than 200 reviews. Store page has gifts and inventory equipment. Nice. Well done, Gust. Let's do some recon, I guess. Find the ways to the main street and the tower. Hi there. Oh, okay, you are aggressive. I was wondering if I could just walk past you. Okay, we're gonna stand here. Oh, recon is on the way. Gotcha. And that apparently attracted more attention. I think they're meant to look like they have blood on their back, but because of the low resolution, it looks weirdly like a maple leaf. It's like, oh my gosh, all these zombies that came to a Canadian convention and got infected. But we can do tower capture because we got the engineering thing. So let's do... I have to pay to do that mission? Fine, we'll do this one and then we'll do that. Excellent. You just threw a plank of wood at me? I have a feeling like this game might be a bit too basic for some people, but this scratches that itch of just relatively simple game, pick up and play just for a few minutes. Don't take it too seriously. It's a game that's more about the mechanics than anything else, and I'm here for it. Also, I love that it's click to continue and it forces you to shoot. Alright, let's go. Find the generator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I was miles away from you. Okay, so you get bonus money. What hit me? Did you... Oh, he's throwing rocks. They're smarter than the average zombies. I'll give him that. Okay, protect the jet. Go away. Don't touch my generator. Alright, kill the rest. 7 to go. Are you guys just coming for the generator still, or do I have to go find you? Oh, arrow says this way. I'm so glad that there's an omnipotent arrow pointing me towards the nearest zombie. Assault position. You need to kill as much as possible amount of zombies on the border of the region with the help of the tower. Okay, this game could have done with going through like some proofreading for the re-release, because this would be pretty easy to fix. Okay, so now on the map we've got like 3 different areas that we can stay with, and it looks like we're actually trying to manage the threat levels as well. Yeah, one mission takes 1 day. Every day, danger in the areas becomes higher. The factory profit is available every day. Okay, so you've actually got like a little time management aspect to this as well. That's kind of cool. So you want to do recon and then build the towers so that they become a little more self-sustaining. That's a really neat idea. Oh, we get to use the tower. Heck yes. Murder them. Okay, I didn't realize that there was environmental destruction. I'm pretty sure there's a tile for that as well. Ow! Should have seen that coming. Let's go back to game selection. I just want to really quickly look at the medieval one, because you can't do one of your 4 games not be with guns and have me not look at it. Oh my god. Incredible. Let's just go. Oh, you're friendly. I almost stabbed him. Let's enter the tavern. Oh, no, wait. Defeat enemies. Where? This way? Go get them. Put your knife in them. Yeah. Yeah. Classic gameplay at its best. Peak gameplay. Also, he's not dead yet. I just knocked him over. See, this is what it was like living in medieval times. If you couldn't kill at least 10 zombies, you didn't get paid for the day. That's the reality. Incredible. Okay. It's more of the same, but with melee weapons. Obviously, we only really played Decision 1, but assuming that Decision 2, Medieval, Decision 3 all build upon that same formula, I was worried at first that it would be too simple. And I was wondering why it was called Decision when it is really just like a top-down zombie action adventure style game. But to then layer in just that like little tactical element of choosing like which region to go to start building defenses, having like the day cycle so that the zombie intensity increases, so that you can leave a mission and focus on other areas, and by the time you come back to it, the intensity is ramped up and you've got a lot more enemies to deal with. It's actually a really nice touch. And I think with the art style and the simplicity of the gameplay, it actually puts itself into a position where it's a game that you can tell is definitely old because it's lower resolution, it's in the boxy aspect ratio, so you kind of know that it's an older game, but from a gameplay perspective, it still holds up really well. even by today's standards. It's simple, yes, but it doesn't need to be exceedingly complex. It is a relatively short game, but everything that's in it works quite well. I'm going to go back to the wheel. Decision Legacy Collection, done. Last game for today. Let's see what we're playing. Ooh, it's Runa Illustra! Aha! Runa Illustra. I've been very curious about this game because it does some interesting things with magic. The pen is your magic wand. Draw runes to cast various spells and solve intricate puzzles in this first-person puzzle adventure set in a world trapped within a magical book. Ah, okay, that's kind of cute. I've got high hopes. I really do. I want this game to be good. Okay, strong first impressions. Good opening menu. Very ambient, very heavily leaning into like the mysticism and magic theme. We're here for it. FPS limit, that's fine. VSync is on. Not much. Oh, no, here we go. Here's the rest of the graphics. We can go up to epic levels. Heck yes. Audio. Separate sound sliders. Yes. New game. Ooh, this is a cool, like, look, this is really setting the narrative, everything. It's in Australia. Right in, that's pretty close to Adelaide. I don't think we have ruins like this in Australia, just saying. Okay, yeah, we just yeeted ourselves into a well. That makes all of the sense. Okay, and we discover this ancient building. Oh, it's very pretty. Alright. And we awaken. And I have a book. Okay. First things first, mouse sensitivity is way too high. Okay. Loving the vibes this is giving off already. Puzzle, but kind of surreal. Alright, let's follow the white brick road. Oh, we have hands for a running animation. Well, whatever that is, we can't get through. Let's go find somewhere that we can go then. And yes, I'm going to stick to the path. You give me a path, I'm going to follow it. F. Well, F you, I guess. Alright, what do we got? Okay. Magical thing. See, I'm slightly disappointed that the beam didn't go into the, like, triangle thing. Alright, do we have falling damage? No. Okay. White. I would argue that's maybe more of like a smoky grey, but sure. Portal away! We're a ye old western. That usually means don't go that way. Tab to draw. This is the draw menu. Okay, we have a tutorial where you create the magic circles needed to cast spells. Sure. On the right, you'll see a button for each spell you've unlocked. Clicking one will display its drawing pattern. Fire. On the left is the drawing area. If a line turns red, it means the drawing wasn't recognized. Okay, so I can zoop, zoop, zoop. Okay, spell guide, fire, the most basic spell with the fire element. Left click, shoot fire in front of you. The range is very short and will last for a short time. Okay. Okay, no, so as long as I've got it saved, I can keep using it. I don't have to draw it every time. That is kind of nice. You need... Okay, sure, that works. I'm, still got 20 minutes. Let's see how far we can get. That is... apparently an invisible wall. Okay. That would be the little bit of feedback I would have for the devs. If you're going to put an invisible wall in because it requires a mechanic like going, I guess, through on this thing, I was assuming it would make this move. Ah, there we go. I had to do it a couple of times. Have like a little barrier down here that the cart needs to break through on its way. Rather than just having an empty space, because it looks like you should be able to walk through it. There's nothing that justifies needing to use the cart to progress through. Tutorial. Throughout the world, you'll find panels like this one. They're used to open doors, activate mechanisms, and more. Each symbol is linked to an object nearby. Find them and use your spells to change their color. Okay, so we have to get the symbols to match the color. So this shows us that we need, yeah, so the moon is currently red and we need all of them to be red. So we have to find the circle and the little symbol, which funnily enough is these things. Boom and boom. And then that opens. So what do these do? It also activates the thing at the bottom. Oh, it cycles through colors. Okay, makes it go blue and then back to red. And I do appreciate that they have like a little bit of ambient lighting around them as well. Okay, so for this, I actually need the little brackets and the 3 dots to be green. Well, no, that's wrong. I need all of them to be yellow. I'm an idiot. I know how puzzles work. I need everything to be yellow. Okay, and that's actually good tutorial design because it's showing, well, you can use your ability on them directly. Oh, there we go. But you can also interact with them in this way. So it's forcing you to do the 2 different types of interactions in order to proceed. 1, 2, 3, and choo-choo! Away we go. Our little fire-powered minecart. If the desired color is black, any color is valid, but all symbols always have to be the same color. Okay, well, I can only make this red, so I presumably have to make this red as well, which I can do like this. Yes. Oh, wait, what symbols is it referring to? There's a 3-dot one somewhere? If I had 3 dots and I were a crystal, where would I be? Am I blind? Quite possibly. Hang on. Is it in? It's in there. Okay, but I don't have any other spells. And I can't get through there. This requires all 3 to be red. And this requires both of them to be red, but they both need the one with 3 dots. And the one with 3 dots is in there. Oh, good point. Duh. Yeah, no, I'm an idiot. I just need to make them all green. Thank you. I'm stupid. There we go. So used to being in the habit of just make everything red. Ah, but this one only cycles between red and blue. So that one's going to need to stay red until I can go in and make this one red. There we go. And then we make this one red again. Turns out I am just dumb. Wonder how many different abilities we're going to get. I want to solve my puzzles not with logic, but with sheer spell power. You can't just tease me with magic. Okay. We need to make the wise arrow. Oh, okay, thank you. Helpful arrow. I can't reach that. Okay, circle with a line and moon, which is you. But the moon is up there, so actually we need to see if we can change things to green. But they all need to be red to open that, so that was not particularly useful. How do I make you red? You're too far away and I can't jump. I've got short, stubby little legs. Oh, I can get into here at least. Right when I said I wanted a new spell. Alright. Fireball! Ah, I like that it builds off the base of fire. I also can't draw with the mouse. So now I can change everything red. That's a nice little animation. Look at that. Summon it, fire it. I missed. Ignore that last one. Okay. Look at this animation. It's fantastic. You love it. We're just going to pretend that previous one didn't happen. But I can do this one now. Hiya! Fireball! Right. Number 1. Make that red. And then we're going to shoot a fireball through here. I said we're going to shoot a fireball. We're going to shoot a fireball. We're going to shoot a fireball. We are going to shoot... Okay, fine, I get the message. Doesn't work. What do you do? You shoot a fireball. Got it. So, yes, the one that's carrying it. Now, if I do just a small fire, does it do the small fire? Does it... It does! It just mimics it. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Fireball! Fireball! Beautiful. Gonna rotate that. And then fireball! See? Fireballs solve all the problems. Yeah, let's see what happens if they shoot at each other. Go. Go. Aw, it's misaligned. It hits the wall. Oh, okay. We've at least got some different music down here. Ah! Okay, cool. Okay, what do you do? Come on, game. Impress me. Open a door. That did not impress me. I'm in a very mixed place about this game, which is unfortunate because I really wanted to like this a lot, but I can't say that I do if I'm being honest. And I think that's simply because it feels like it missed the mark in terms of its potential. You had a great opening cutscene, building a little bit of mystery, showing like ancient civilization, finding a magical book and stumbling into this alternate dimension or magical world or wherever we are. You put us into this like open area where clearly we're going to be diving into other levels to learn things, but it's got like this interconnected world, right? It's all like bright and magical. And then in the first area, you take all of that openness away from the player and make it a very linear path. And your use of magic boils down to activate crystals. And essentially what's happened is you've turned what should be a powerful feeling magical spell system into press buttons to activate things. And that's kind of disappointing. Maybe the other tutorials make up for it. Some of the things I saw in the trailer, like with the wind spells for momentum, look really interesting. But the reality is that if you give me magic, I don't want to just be activating buttons. The very first thing you do with the fire spell is you use it to burn down a wall. If these were like little physics-based puzzles of knock this thing down and it will make a path, or you're trying to solve a puzzle and there's like cloth covering a thing and you need to use fire to burn it to reveal the symbol behind it. There's so many other ways that you could have used fire that leans into the nature of fire itself. I like the little bit of world building that was going on in that last area with like the fire and the lava. Like it makes it feel like this is some kind of sanctum for fire. But it should be, yeah, it doesn't feel like it's being celebrated in the right way. I'm unfortunately underwhelmed. I wanted more out of this game. I might go back and play a little bit more of it in my own time just to see if it develops further and to be able to give you a little bit more critique and honest thoughts on it. But I think the unfortunate reality is that the first impressions will put off a lot of people from getting through the bulk of the game, and that is a shame, because I do still get the sense that there is something interesting underneath the surface of this. So like, yes, connect to this technology. It's friendly. What happened to you? Is this game horror?